Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learning Maths with Shelly. In today's session, we are going to work on our pure maths paper P2 International Edexcel Level A. And the topic of discussion is midpoints and perpendicular bisectors. Most of you might know about the midpoints already, but perpendicular bisector is something new. So let's begin with the questions. Find the midpoint of the line segment joining the pair of points. So here we have given different points, and these are the points of the line segment. These are like the end points of a line segment. So what does that mean? For example, I have this line segment. Line segment always comes up with the two endpoints. When I talk about a line doesn't have endpoints, but a line segment, it do have the endpoints. Let's say one is here and one is here. And if I pick up the very first question, which is 1a, and the two endpoints are given as 4, 2. So this is 4, 2. And the second point is 6, 8. We are supposed to find the midpoint of this line segment, which is somewhere here. Let's say I give the name to these points as A, B, and M. Now, M is a point, so that means it will have some coordinates x, y form. Whenever you have to find out the midpoint from a line segment's endpoints are given, and let's say those endpoints are given as x1 and y1, and another is x2 and y2. These are the points of the line segment given in general. Like here we have given these points as A 4, 2 and B 6, 8. So in that case, the midpoint coordinate x value, you can obtain it by adding the x values of both endpoints and then divide that by 2. And same way you can find the y value by adding the y values of both the endpoints and divide by 2. So if I apply the same rule here, so the x value will be 4 plus 6 divided by 2, which is 10 by 2 equal to 5. And the y value will be equal to 2 plus 8 divided by 2, which is again 10 by 2, 5. So I will say the midpoint coordinates are 5, 5. Always remember, you have to give your final answer in a form which is given. So they have asked, sorry, the way they have asked in the question. So here we have been asked to find out the midpoint. So we will say the final answer, the midpoint of the two endpoints, the line segment of the line segment joining 4, 2 and 6, 8 is 5 and 5. Now the midpoints, all the questions are here similar. The only thing is the type of coordinate values are different. So if I talk about, let's say, the K question, again we have given the 2 points. One is root 2 minus root 3, comma 3 root 2 plus 4 root 3. And second point's coordinates are 3 root 2 plus root 3, comma negative 2 root 2 plus 2 root 3. So what I do in this question, just to make sure I don't do any mistake, you can write x1, x2, x3, and x1, x2, x1, y1 and x2, y2 separately. So x1 is root 2 minus root 3 and y1 is equal to 3 root 2, 3 root 2 plus 4 root 3. Then we have the second part of this question, like x2, which is given to me as 3 root 2 plus root 3, and then we have given y2, which is equivalent to minus root 2 plus 2 root 3. Now you have to recheck, like you have noted down them correctly. Root 2 minus root 3, 3 root 2 plus 4 root 3. Yes. Then second point is 3 root 2 plus root 3 and minus root 2 plus 2 root 3. So if I have to find out the x value, which is the middle midpoints x coordinate, so you can write mx is the x coordinate, x value of the middle midpoint. So that is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So root 2 plus 3 root 2, which is 4 root 2. Then minus root 3 plus root 3, that will be cancelled, divide by 2. So this is equal to 2 root 2. Then I have to find the midpoints y value. 3 root 2 minus root 2, that is equal to 2 root 2, and 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3, which is 6 root 3, and divide by 2. So here if you see in the numerator 2 and 6, so I can take 2 common, so it will be root 2 plus 3 root 3 divided by 2. So I got the coordinates, the final coordinates, as I can write the midpoint is M, and its coordinates are 2 root 2 comma root 2 plus 3 root 3. This is the answer. Similarly, you can do all the questions here for the first part because it is just finding the coordinates. Now, there is a line segment AB. Its endpoints are given as negative 2, 5, and that point has been given a name of A, and the another endpoint is B, which is A comma B. And we are also given the midpoint, and the midpoint is equivalent to here. If I go, so the midpoint is M, and that is given as 4 comma 3. So in this question, what is happening? Midpoint is already given. We have to find what is this A and B. So now we know the relation between the two endpoints and the midpoint. So we will follow the same rule that X value of the midpoint is obtained by adding the X values of the endpoint. So it is negative 2, this is negative 2, plus A divided by 2. So now we can solve this equation by cross multiplication. So 8 is equal to negative 2 plus A, or I can say A is equal to 10. Then second point is 3, that is the Y value of the midpoint, that is equal to, we will obtain by adding the Y values of point A and B. So 5 plus B divided by 2. So we can again do cross multiplication because both sides of equal to, there are fractions 3 over 1 and 5 plus B over 2. So 3 times 2 is 6 is equal to 5 plus B. So B is equal to positive 1. So we will get the point as 10 comma 1. Okay, this is our way to do this question. So we got here, and also you can recheck your work. Like if you add negative 2 and 10, so you will get 8, and divide by 2, you will get 4. And then 5 here and 1 is here, which are the Y values. When you add them, it will be 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. So we are getting the correct answers. Now let's go to the next question here. The coordinates can be complex in terms of given in the form of roots or the fractions like that way, but rest the process will be same. The line segment RS is the diameter of a circle. Okay, if I say this is a circle and these are the two endpoints, and these endpoints when I join them they form a diameter. So obviously the middle point will give you the center of the circle. So we have to find that center of the circle. So again, one point is given as 4a over 5, comma, negative 3b divided by 4. That is the first point. Then 2a divided by 5, comma, 5b over 4. So we have to find the center. Let's say C is the center of the circle. So X value of the center, you have to write in paper. Cx means the X value of the midpoint. So that will be obtained by adding these two. 4a over 5 plus 2a over 5. So 4a over 5. See, you can go step by step if you want, or you can do directly in your mind also this part. So 4a over 5 plus 2a over 5, the denominators are same. So it will be 6a over 5. Don't forget to divide by 2. And then Cy value, that will be minus 3b by 4 plus 5b by 4, which is going to be 2b by 4, and then divide by 2. Now mostly students, they got stuck here because it is like a fraction a over b and divide by c, and it can be written as a over bc. Do not take any reciprocal stuff here. So here this 6a over 5 divide by 2, this will become 6a over 10, and the another point will be 2b over 8. But as you see, you can simplify this. So my final answer which I have to write here is, I will be writing it over here. It is 3a over 5, comma, 2b over 8, that is b divided by 4. So this will be the answer. Then we have the next question. This question has one step extra. They are saying the line segment AB is the diameter of the circle as the previous question, where A and B are given these and points respectively. Find the coordinates of center and show that the center lies on this line. So first we need to work on the first part of this question. And this is the endpoints given A, which is -3, -4, and B. I am not drawing them like on the coordinate axis perfectly. I'm just taking an idea. So the coordinates of the center is Cx, that is equal to -3 plus 6, which is 3. Sorry, -3 plus 6. Yes, 6 minus 3, which is 3, and divided by 2. Then Cy, which is -4 plus 10. This is a 10. -4 plus 10, which is 6. 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So I got the coordinates as 3/2, comma 3. Now we have to show that this center lies on this line. If the center is lying on the line, we have to show it. Then what I will do, whatever the equation is given, I will take its left hand side and substitute the values. So it is given as y, so y is equal to 3, that is the left hand side, which is 3, and right hand side is 2x, that means it is equal to 2 times 3/2, which is 6/2, and that is again 3. So left hand side and right hand side are equal, therefore the center of the circle is lying on the given line y equal to 2x. Then we have the next question here. The line segment JK is the diameter, where J and K are the points. This one, the center is of lies on the line, and find the values of B. This question, first we need to find out the midpoint. So I am finding the midpoints directly now. Cx, that will be equal to 3/4, the x value of first point, plus minus half, that will be -half, and divide by 2. So I can write it 3/4 minus 2/4 divided by 2. That is 1/4 divided by 2, and that is equal to 1/8. Similarly, I will find Cy, and that will be equal to 4/3 plus 2/1, or I can say 4/3 plus 6/3, and that is equal to 10/3, and we have to divide in both the cases by 2. So this is 10/6, or in simple words I can write 5/3. So what my main point, what I got here is, and that point is gonna be 1/8 and 5/3. So that is my point. Now that point is lying, that is the center of the circle, and it is given in the question, it is lying on a particular line. So that line is y is equal to 8x plus b. The point is 1/8, comma 5/3. This is the center. This was the x value and this was the y value. So 5/3 is equal to 8 times 1/8 plus b. So from here 5/3 is equal to 1 plus b. That gives me b equals 5/3 minus 1. So b is equal to 2/3. That is my answer. So see, it's the same concept we have used in different ways to solve the questions. Then this question is the line segment again is the diameter, show that the center lies on this line. So if you have to show, so you need to find the center and put it in the left side, and right side is 0. So left side should come out 0. If it comes out 0, it should be coming out 0 for this particular question, because they said show that. They are not asking whether it is lying or not. If it is a question whether the center of circle lies on the line, so we have two alternatives, yes or no. But here they are saying show that, so it must lie on. Then we have a line segment FG. The center is given. FG is a diameter, and the circle center is given. F is given. You have to find the coordinates of G. So you have to read the question very carefully. Here F and G, that is the endpoints on the diameter, on the circumference of the circle. F is given as 2, -3, and the center is given as 6, 1. So we have to find out this point, which is, let's say, x, y. So what we can do, the midpoint x value, which is 6, that is equal to the x value of the 2 points. So 2 plus x divided by 2. Again cross multiply. So this means it is 12 is equal to 2 plus x. So x is equal to 10. That is the first part. Second value, it will be minus 3 from here. So we will say minus 3 plus y over 2, and that is equal to 1. Again cross multiply. So minus 3 plus y is equal to 2, and we can say y is equal to 2 plus 3, which is 5. So I can say 5. So the point will be 10 comma 5. Again you can recheck your work, and then it will be easy for you to decide like whether you have done the question correctly or not, or if there is any problem you can check and you can redo the question. Then we have a question. The point M, 3P and Q are 4 lies on the circle center, which is 5, 6. The line segment MN is the diameter. Find the point P and Q. Okay. Similar question, but some unknowns are given here. We have, see, if you see in the overall in this question, there are two unknowns, P and Q. So in math, there is a simple rule. If there are two unknowns, you must know two conditions in order to solve them. So we have a point M, which is 3 comma P, and the second point is Q comma 4, and the center is given as 5 comma 6. We have to find P and Q. So two unknowns, we need two equations. How we can form them? Midpoint x value is equal to 3 plus Q divided by 2. So from here I will find out Q, which is 10. Take away 3, and that is equal to 7. Then we have to find out the P. So another is y value, which is given as 6. 6 is equal to P plus 4 divided by 2. You can solve it. P plus 4 equals 12 and P is equal to 8. This way you can complete the question. So now there is a last question here that I want you all to try, and if you find any difficulty you can comment in the comment section. The points V and W are lying on the circle with the center is B comma 2A. The line segment BW is a diameter. Find the value of A and B. So if you follow the same process as I was showing how to do the questions, you can do it very easily. This was all for our today's lesson. Thank you.